Olá pessoal, meu nome é Bernardo and welcome to today's video, which will be basically just me rambling about the Steven Wilson concert which happened on the 28th of March. If you saw my last video, you saw that I had a problem with the video before that one, which was of a gig vlog of a masterclass that Guthrie Govan gave in, I think was in Camden. I got the video taken down and a copyright strike, so I will be changing this up. I want to start by saying that this was one of 3 concerts that Steven gave in the Royal Albert Hall. The Royal Albert Hall is is definitely the best venue that I ever went to. It's one of those venues that it's just special. I cannot even imagine the look of it on stage. But from a viewer's perspective, it's this huge stage, but at the same time you kind of feel intimate with the artist performing. So it is unique in that sense. It's the best of both worlds. I much prefer going to gigs on small venues because it's much more intimate and you can have some kind of connection with the band, some kind of back and forth interaction. In big venues it's not the same. Take for example the O2 here in London. I hate that venue. It's huge, but the acoustics are horrible, it's my opinion at least. With that taken out of the way, I went with a friend of mine. We bought tickets separately, and so once we arrived to the section, we were searching for our seats, blah blah blah, you know the thing. It's dark. So then a guy from the Royal Albert Hall came to us and he asked if we were watching the concert together, and then he started pointing us to our seats. But then he saw that we were separate, so it turns out that we got an upgrade. We bought tickets to the upper part of the seated part, and we got a receipt once we got there. So we went to like a kind of stalls, I don't know the term exactly, it doesn't matter. The thing is that we bought tickets to stay up high, a bit farther from the performance, and we ended up having really great seats. And we had like a whole and we ended up having like a whole box that would fit 5 people just to ourselves, and we just like lounged there with our beers next to us. It was fucking wicked. So it started off really well. Then in the Royal Albert Hall there's this thing in which they are really punctual. So I guess that Guns N' Roses could never perform there. Once it was 7:30, boom, a reminder sounded off in the speakers, and like 2-3 minutes afterwards the concert started. So there was no opening act. Steven was saying that there was supposed to have been an opening act, but something happened, I don't know, doesn't really matter because what we got was actually better than that. So it turns out that it was Steven opening for Steven. He gave like an acoustic portion, like 6 songs, just him acoustically before the whole thing, the whole show with the lights and the presentation and whatever. So in these 6 songs it was basically Porcupine Tree songs and a song from Blackfield, which I didn't know, and it's fucking amazing. And right off the bat he played like one of the heavy hitters. It was the second song, Trains from Porcupine Tree. Who would have thought, right? It's great that he keeps revisiting his old catalog with other projects. I find that to be awesome because there are many people such as myself who have never seen Porcupine Tree and probably never will. So it's great that he does that. So he played a couple of songs from Porcupine Tree. Trains was the complete standout for me, and it was awesome to hear it. And then he played the song Blackfield from the project Blackfield, from the album Blackfield, from the year Blackfield, from the genre Blackfield, 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 Blackfield. I didn't know that song, and it was one of those that once I heard it, I had to find out what the hell was that, because it's such an amazing song. And then afterwards he played Postcard, which is awesome song. Then a few moments after the acoustic act, there was a short film. I guess that is happening in all concerts of this To The Bone tour. When you go to a concert, you're just expecting, like, at least I'm expecting, because I'm only music driven, I'm expecting just to hear the songs and hear them well performed and the artists on top of their game. But it's great to see artists like Steven, who just raise the bar and deliver this amazing performance, as well as great visuals, and the production values of his tour must be really great, because the show was awesome. So when the real thing, when the full band concert started, it started with To The Bone, and just the first single note, just with the first single note of it, you knew that something great was coming. You could feel this whole energy in the room, and it was very nice. My expectations were really high for this concert, and Steven has surpassed them by far. Also in To The Bone, the harmonica guy played an extended solo, which was out of this world. I didn't even know that harmonicas could sound so good. Then after To The Bone, it came Pariah, which is until now my favorite song of the whole album. And surprise, surprise, Ninette, the featured artist, was there with Steven. I guess I wasn't that surprised, because I was expecting it. This song for me is, I don't know, there's something in her voice in this song. It's like this feeling of desperation, but in a good way. I don't know how to explain it, but it really speaks to me. This song is really amazing. And of course the delivery live was very on. She can really sing. I have to check her solo stuff as well, because it must be really great too. Then Dave Kilminster, who was playing with Steven on his last tour, he came on. I think he's playing now with Roger Waters, so, you know, very good instrumentalists playing with Steven, which is always a good thing. He came to play Home Invasion, and then he did his take on Regret Number 9, which is one of my favorite songs as well, from Hand Cannot Erase. He did a great solo. I wish I could, I know I shouldn't have, but I was going to do a gig vlog of this concert as well. I wish I could show it to you, but I can't. Because Steven said that we couldn't film. Anyway, and then the next highlight for me was Hand Cannot Erase, which is my favorite song of that album. It's a simple song, no wizardry in regards to instrumentation or anything. I don't know, it just speaks to me. And once again, it was an amazing live performance. Then after Hand Cannot Erase, my next highlight would be Happy Returns, which is a song that I'm not so familiar with. I've heard it a few times and it's growing on me, and Alex Hutchings did an amazing performance when playing the solo. It has a simple solo, but one that you can relate to. It's a very good song. Then there was a short break, and then after the break, my next highlight is Permanating, which is probably the most poppy thing that Steven ever wrote. It's a really catchy song, but not in a bad way. You know how you hear songs that are good and catchy on the radio, and then you get fed up because they are always constantly playing on the radio? I think this wouldn't happen with Permanating, but then again, Steven Wilson doesn't play on the radio. I mean, I don't listen to the radio, so what the hell do I know about it? Then after Permanating, some 5 or 6 more songs came our way. I can point out Same Asylum as Before and Vermilion Core from the EP in between Hand Cannot Erase and To The Bone. Vermilion Core is such a... It has this power that you can just feel, and with this weird tempo helping to it as well. It's a song that I really love, and I wasn't expecting that he would play it, but he did, which made me happy. Then it was finally time to wrap things up. I mean, the man had been playing for what, like at least 2 hours now. The final songs, and this was a song that I wanted to hear so much, and I'm so happy that he played it, which is a Porcupine Tree song. It's called The Sound of Music. It's my favorite Porcupine Tree song, so I was very happy that he played it. I know that the night before and the night after he also played Arriving Somewhere but Not Here, and well, I can't have everything, I guess, right? After The Sound of Music, I was expecting a song like Drive Home from The Raven That Refused to Sing, which is my favorite song from that album, which I did not hear. But I will see Steven again for sure. I will make the effort because it's really, really worth it. And you should see Steven as well if you like his work. It's a great live performance of the songs that he envisioned in the studio. But yeah, I was saying, I was expecting Drive Home, but he played kind of a similar song from the new album, which is Song of Unborn. It has this very similar atmosphere to Drive Home, which is something that I like a lot. And so it was a very pleasant surprise. Apparently it was the first time that he played it. I kind of remember him saying something of the sort. So it was a great finishing song to the whole concert. Overall, definitely one to go see again. I wanted to go the following date because I knew that the setlist would probably be a bit different as well. But oh well, next time. So yeah, I guess that wraps up my rambling about Steven Wilson's concert. For those of you versed in the meme world, TLDR, it was great. You should go see him if you have the chance. It was great. Again. Please be active in the comments. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you don't like it. If you want me to do other things. Tell me everything and anything. Come at me, bros. Subscribe, like the video if you did like it. If you did not like it, don't just put a thumbs down. Please elaborate on your disliking so that I can improve as well. I'm learning this as I do it. There's no blueprint and I'm just kind of hanging in there and improvising. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the new videos come out, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to be more active on Instagram as of lately. So I guess that's it. Until the next video, please enjoy some of my previous content and see you next week. Bye bye.